Hello, everybody, and welcome back for a new book reading I'm going to start today called The Client by GRISHAM. I'm going to start with the introduction. Here we go. Mark Shui is in the woods near his house with his little brother, Ricky. They are hiding in the long grass and smoking cigarettes. A car drives by. The boys watch through the long grass as a man tries to kill himself with gas from the engine. They stop him, but he catches hold of Mark and pulls him into the car. As they sit there, the man drinks whiskey and says that he is a lawyer. He works for the mafia, a criminal organization, and he is in trouble. They have killed an important politician. The police are looking for the body, and the man tells Mark where it is. Mark escapes from the car. The man comes out with a gun in his hand. The two boys are very frightened, but he can't find him. Then he puts the gun in his mouth and shoots himself. Now Mark knows a secret, and he doesn't know what to do about it. His little brother, Ricky, is in shock and has to go to the hospital. Mark is 11 years old. He has had to grow up fast. His mother Diane left his father because he was often drunk and violent. She took Mark and Ricky with her. They don't have much money and live in a poor part of town. Mark has to act as a father to his younger brother. He taught him to play football, to ride a bike, and everything he knew about sex. He didn't want to teach him to smoke, but he didn't want Ricky to try it alone. Now Mark and Ricky have seen and heard too much. Mark is afraid of the mafia if he talks to the police, but the police want information from him. Mark finds himself in an adult world where none of the adults care about his problems. Slick Mueller is a newspaper reporter. He will do anything to get the story, and he doesn't care if he puts Mark's life in danger. Gail Teal is a lawyer, but he will only take on cases where he can make money. Mark hasn't got much money, so Teal isn't interested. Roy Faltrick is also a lawyer. He works for the government. He likes to see his face on television, and he likes to win cases. He isn't worried about Mark. He only wants to find out where the body is. Jason McToon and Larry Truman work for the FBI, the National Police. They ask Mark some hard questions and promise him harder ones if he doesn't talk. Judge Harry Roosevelt is a good man and a fair one, but the law says that you have to answer questions in court and you have to tell the truth. These are the people on the right side of the law, and they're bad enough, but the mafia is also interested in Mark. A man with a knife promised to kill Mark, his mother, and his little brother if he tells the police anything. Mark needs a friend, and he finds one. Reggie Love is a lawyer, but rather unusual. He is 52 years old, but has only been in the job for 5 years. Before that, she had problems with drink and drugs, and her husband left her. Mark only has $1, but that is enough for her. She is now his lawyer, and he is her client. Anything he says to her can stay a secret between them. But Mark still has to make some difficult decisions. Will he make the right ones and stay alive? Will he find a way to protect himself and his family in this dangerous adult world that he is now living in? John Grisham is one of the most popular American writers. He was born in 1955 in Arkansas in the USA. He studied law at the University of Mississippi and left in 1981. He worked as a lawyer in the small town for almost 10 years. He had many different types of clients and made notes about all his cases. In 1983, he became a politician in the Mississippi state government, where he served until 1990. In 1984, he started his first book, A Time to Kill. The idea for it came from a case that he saw. He got up at 5 a.m. every day to write, and took 3 years to finish. For a while, he couldn't find a company that was interested in his book. Then, suddenly, in 1988, a small company printed 5,000 copies, but these didn't sell very quickly. The day after he finished his first book, he started to work on his second one, The Firm. This sold very well, and a film was made with Tom Cruise. John GRISHAM was able to give up law and write The Pelican Brief. This book sold more than 11 million copies in the United States alone, and also became a film with Julia Roberts. The Client, his fourth book, came out in 1993. The film appeared the following year. It had Brad Renfro as Mark Sway, Susan Sarandon as Reggie Love, Anthony LaPaglia as Barry the Blade Moldano, and Tommy Lee Jones as Roy Voltrick. His books always have exciting stories with plenty of action, but they also allow Grisham to write about questions that interest his legal mind, and his characters always have to face difficult choices between right and wrong, like Mark in this story. John Grisham has now written 18 books and is one of the world's best-selling writers. Many of his books are now films, and a large number are also Pearson English readers. He now lives with his wife Renee and their 2 children Ty and Shay. They live on a farm in Mississippi and on another in Virginia. That was my introduction to The Client. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.